Hi, I'm Wally Gansey. Welcome to our family restaurant, The Palm. If these walls could only talk. Looking at the wall, there's Dinah Shore, my great friend. There's my good friend Al Pacino's caricature. And there's Jimmy Connors, my buddy Brian Dennehy. People are amazed when I tell them, we have over 2,500 caricatures on the walls here. This is Terry and the Pirates, Milton Caniff. Milton Caniff and his wife came out here in 1975 and actually did his cartoon strip on the wall himself. Well, back in the 1920s, when John Gansey and Pio Bazzi, our grandfathers, bought the original Palm restaurant, they barely had enough money to actually afford to buy the restaurant, much less have any money for artwork on the walls. Now, the Palm got lucky. It was located in the newspaper row, and King Features Syndicate, which controlled most of the cartoonists in the United States. So many of these cartoonists, before they were famous, used to come in the restaurant, hang out. They're only half a block away. And some of them said, John, you have no artwork on your walls. Let us draw our comic strip. There was an expression, you know, where they say that you sing for your supper in the theatrical business. Well, in this case, you painted for your supper. We literally had people parking their cars in the middle of Santa Monica, stopping to come in and say, is this the same Palm in New York? We talk about the first customer, the first caricature to go on the wall. That was our friend Larry Kelly, October 25th, 1975 at 5 p.m. This is the bar that Fred Astaire danced on. His caricature was placed over the bar. And he said, Wally, how are you going to let me sign my picture? It's way up there. And I said, well, we could get you up on the bar. I think he could reach it. Got up, signed his caricature, and what does he start doing? He does a tap dance across my bar for about 5 minutes. Everybody in the restaurant, including myself, went crazy. That is my good friend George Hamilton. I actually knew George before we opened this restaurant. He's one of the few people that I did know in New York. I'm looking at his picture of almost 40 years ago, and I looked at his hairstyle and mine are still almost the same today. And even to this day, George and I get together 3 or 4 times a year, reminisce about the days when we were both bachelors. Yeah, hanging around with George Hamilton, and as a bachelor, I got to meet a lot of beautiful women myself. There's my great friend Cheryl and her husband Brian, right after they were married at my ranch in Colorado. Cheryl and I have been great friends for 40 years. But Cheryl originally was a singer, and she was a model. She was not a movie star. She wasn't really an actress at that point. And we had lunch one day, and Aaron Spelling was a great customer, and he always sat on table 5, which is by the window. And he had come over to me, and he said, Wally, who is that woman that you're sitting with all the time, this beautiful blonde? And I said it was Cheryl Ladd. That's when Farrah Fawcett was leaving Charlie's Angels. And he contacted Cheryl by seeing her at the restaurant. They got together, had a meeting, and within, I think, 3 days, the announcement was made that Cheryl Ladd was going to replace Farrah Fawcett in Charlie's Angels. And there's John Travolta. And John Travolta probably had a boot collection the likes of which no one else had. I mean, from ostrich boots to alligator boots, these most gorgeous cowboy boots you could see. And he had just gotten a pair somewhere, I think it was from Australia. He was so proud of these beautiful red boots, and he'd asked for some ketchup to go with his hash brown potatoes. And our waiter was so nervous, Dick, I'll never forget it, he dropped the bottle of ketchup on the floor and it shattered all over John Travolta's new boots. I thought he was going to have a heart attack. You had to see us take the boots off at the table and try to clean these boots in the kitchen. And I'm telling him that, John, well, I promise you, calm down, everything's going to be okay. We'll get you a new pair of boots. Anyway, we got them clean enough, thank God he was happy. But I'll tell you, when he told me how much the boots cost, I thought I was going to have to sell the restaurant to buy the boots. We've also had some great couples that have come in here over the years. And here we come to Farrah Fawcett and Lee Majors. And of course, Farrah Fawcett with Charlie's Angels, but Lee Majors was actually maybe even more famous with the $6 Million Man. Great friends of the Palm family. And they were sitting in the center booth, and you can see through the windows pretty clear. And there were 4 people, then there were 8 people looking through the windows. Within 20 minutes, there had to be 50 to 75 people You could not walk down the street. And they were just so nice having their dinner with 75 people watching them right out front of the restaurant. I know that we have a lot of celebrities, and a lot of them are great friends, and they're great customers, and they're part of our family. But for every famous movie star that's on the wall, there are 100 just great customers that are as special to us as any movie star.
I've been coming to the Palm since I was a little kid. My father was in The Godfather, so around 1975 when the restaurant opened, they actually put a character of my dad's face up on the wall. So as a kid, I just thought that was the coolest thing. I was about 4 years old.
Something they're really proud about. I mean, when they first go up, everybody has a party with their caricature.
And a few years ago, my dad passed away, so we made it a tradition. For 5 years now, we've come and sat right underneath Dad's character and kind of felt his presence.
So it gravitates people to come back to the restaurant, and it kind of, I think, has really helped our business. You know, that now I have third-generation customers. I mean, I knew their grandfathers, I knew their fathers, and now the kids. You know, after 39 years, we're 1 year shy of 40 years, to move this restaurant is not what we wanted to do. If you see the hole, well, that's what it's going to look like all over the restaurant. This one that's been removed was Aaron Spelling's caricature, and we have already 892 requests as of now. We're going to cut the caricatures out and present them to the family members or to the people that are actually on the wall. Many of them have gone and passed away, that their grandchildren and children would like their caricatures. Makes me sad, but it also blows me away that it's that important to these people, that these caricatures are just that special to them. They are the Palm family. It's what makes the Palm very unique and very different than any other restaurant.